Hello and welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenor and today I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. This is a horoscope for Virgo. If Virgo is your solar, lunar, ascendant / rising sign, then this is a message for you. Okay, let's get started. Okay. Let's see, what do these tea leaves have to say today? My goodness. It is Monday again. You won't see this till Tuesday, but here it is Monday as I record this reading. And so the week begins again. Okay, and so sometimes these look like Dr. Seuss characters. And look at them, I'm like, this looks like a Dr. Seuss book. Our card for the reading is the Princess of Cups. All right, and one of my favorites, I know I say it a lot, but I love these watery emotional cards. Since I feel like, although I am heavily an earth sign person, some fire, I do have some Leo, like a few Leo placements, but gosh, I feel like a very watery person. All right. This one looks like the Grinch right here. So let's talk about that. The Grinch is an interesting one. I feel like the Grinch when I was using, back in the day when we all used gifts for all of our, our replies to things. I don't know if people still do that as much, but I always had that one where the Grinch is smiling from the old cartoon, and his little antennas or whatever, his hair things at the top, they turn into a little heart. And so anyways, sometimes, Virgo, I don't think that this is uncommon. And I feel like maybe because I'm a Virgo, and I will say this, I'm allowed to say it because I'm a Virgo, also have a lot of Virgo people around me, in my family as well. We're very critical. Okay. That's our stereotype anyways, but my goodness, do we get a little joy out of some freaking chaos? And if it does not involve us, right? If it's not our thing, but if we witness something that goes a little chaotic, we get that Grinchness going on. Just kind of watching from the sidelines, kind of laughing a little bit. Oh my goodness. And so I see this and I think you're not being a mean Grinch. You're not trying to steal the holiday. But something's going on in your life and in the world around you. And let's say we're not talking about big, terrible things in the world. I'm talking about, somebody forgets to bring the plastic forks to the picnic, right? It kind of just tickles you a little bit that, oh, I would have remembered those forks if I was in charge of those forks. And it's harmless. It's harmless. I don't know. Maybe I'm just divulging my little sins. I definitely have that Eris, the goddess Eris. She is the goddess of chaos, of discord to some degree. And I love things to get a little chaotic. It drives my husband wild. He is a very chill, mostly chill. I mean, you all know him from Dove and Serpent Tarot. You all think he's very chill on there, I'm sure. And he is. He mostly is. I think that's like his true form. He lives in a house full of, well, a Virgo mama, Gemini daughter, and we got these cats that are just, who knows? I mean, they're just wild. And it's loud. We all like to listen to music. We like to dance. We talk loud to each other. Everybody's running around. And, the husband comes up and he's like, oh my goodness. Oh, okay. This is like a very big shift from my studio to what's going on up here in the house. So anyways, yeah, I think as Virgos, we like a little bit of chaos, a little naughty. We like things to be a little naughty here and there. But I don't think, when it comes down to it, I feel like we really will be happy to help. And we want everybody to be, good. And that's what I mean. No big chaos. Nothing that's going to have lasting effects on people. We don't want people to hurt. We're caretakers. But, if a few things go a little wrong in the system because we didn't do them, I'm not going to feel too bad about myself if I chuckle a bit. All right, so we have this silly Dr. Seuss dog right here. Look at that nose. It's all cute and curled up there. And then we have another Dr. Seuss person here who looks like they are serving something up to this dog, offering them some kind of treat. And so I feel, there is a sense, and with the dog, loyalty, 100%. There's loyalty, there is courage, there is adversity, a brave face in the face of adversity, showing up, right? Being there. Now this, I really think that there is a sense of, treating that part of yourself to a little bit of a treat, a little bit of a congratulations, a little bit of a thank you, for always showing up for yourself. And I know this maybe sounds silly and weird, but I really do think, there have been times, and I know in our last few readings, there have been at times feelings of, abandonment, of being forgotten, of, working very hard to take care of the people around you and not having that energy reciprocated. Well, I think that we've worked very, very, very much on not trying to get even or, trying to make anybody be anything but than what they are or behave than anything other than what they are, but to learn how to empower ourselves in a world that often lets us down because we have high standards of things, high expectations. Sometimes we have to remind ourselves not everybody is like that. Right? Not everybody is good at anticipating. Not everybody is good at, reading each other's minds. We're really good mind readers. Usually we feel the vibes. We understand. We walk into a room. Ooh, these are bad vibes in here. Somebody's angry. Somebody's upset. I'm walking right back out. I'm not getting involved in that. A Virgo knows, right? But anyways, I think that you have been working on tempering your expectations. And, not to the floor where you don't expect anything. But I think that, just where things don't meet your level of wants, needs, and so on, you have to take care of yourself. I know I talked about this not that long ago about birthday presents. And, I probably came off sounding pretty bad saying, I buy my own birthday presents because it's easier. but that wasn't the whole point of it. My point was that let's not set ourselves up to have our feelings hurt. We're really just hurting our own feelings. We cannot expect other people to do as well as we do for them. It's just the reality of things. Can we hope for that? It would be wonderful to find a partner, a family, whatever that does take care of one another in those ways all the time. Is that reality? Probably not, right? People fall short. We even fall short, Virgos. We do. But I think taking care of ourselves. So when you feel that you've come into this energy, go and get yourself something fun. Go and treat yourself to some little thing that will make you happy. Okay? I think that I don't feel like there's any big problem here, but we're emotional. There's a lot of emotional energy going on. There is abundance, though, right? There's a lot of abundance. But for whatever reason, even in our success and our fortune, we find ways to still be upset about things. I don't know why that is, but that's just the way of the Virgo. It just is that way. So we find ways to self-soothe. And sometimes, for better or worse, that is getting ourselves a little treat. Okay? And so I think you should go and do that. And I will say, you're not the only sign I say this to, because I think everybody deserves a little treat from themselves once in a while. Okay, I'm not playing favorites. I'm not only telling Virgo to go do something nice for yourselves, but I do think that this is a good time for that. Especially because, listen, the holidays are coming. Okay, and we know, Virgo, you are the one usually that is involved in a lot of planning, hosting, taking care of things, making sure, hurting the kids, family members, all of that stuff. And it's coming. It feels like it's like 2 days away from now. Already I'm trying to plan for, the next big holiday that's coming up. I will say, here in America, we have Thanksgiving, or, I think it's changing. It's going through a rebranding. My family, I am indigenous, okay? I still partake in any holiday where we can eat good food, but we're a part of that. I'm embracing the rebranding as well. I think that Indigenous Peoples Day and this kind of thing, I like it. But I also, more than that, like anything where I can get together with family, with my friends, like a Friendsgiving, that kind of thing. So, already starting to plan for that. And hopefully, if you listen, I had a few years, I don't want to leave anybody out. I know a lot of us have spent holidays alone. I had between the age of like 30 and 35, I don't think I really went to any holidays. I can't remember going to many because I was, beginning my recovery and stuff. I spent a lot of time alone during those years. And, but what I did do was I made little special things for myself. I had my own little celebrations, and that was really important to me. That was part of my path of healing, that self-empowerment. Nobody can save us. Nobody's going to make our lives perfect. We have to find ways to do the things that we care about, that we love. If you don't have people to celebrate with, then, go and volunteer, or do something special for yourself. Go to a community. A lot of communities have, like public dinners, or, there's a lot of people out there that they don't have people either. So we make it happen. Okay. And I can't emphasize that enough. We have to advocate for ourselves. Nobody's gonna fix it for us. Okay, so we have a bird here, and we have a bird here. But these aren't messenger birds, okay? I feel like these are birds of creativity. These are kind of high-flying birds, a higher perspective, daydreaming, imagination, really getting up there into, you know, the stratosphere. I don't know. They don't go that high, but, you know, really soaring in your mind, creating things. I think that, you know, there seems to be some amount of nostalgia and longing in this bowl. I feel there is a sense of wanting to connect. I think that's why we have that kind of, the Grinch kind of vibe, a little more cynical, right? And that's okay. Sometimes we need to be cynical. But I think that let's not get to the place where it's, you know, a coping mechanism that becomes kind of maladaptive, right? I think that, you know, it's just, there's that kind of a little bit of cynical energy. But what will set you free is getting into those creative spaces. So go and do something creative. Okay? Go and make, you know, some wreaths for the holidays. Go write something. Do some crafts. Bake some cookies. You know, eat some cookies. Whatever it is. Write a book. Something. But yes, there is a lot of... I feel like you're having a lot of moments of getting entangled in that nostalgic longing feeling. And this can easily be channeled into a creative process. Okay, so put that energy somewhere that is useful. Don't just dwell in it and get all, you know, melancholy and all of that. Also, please get as much vitamin D, C, whatever that you need. If you are in a place where there's less sun right now, I'm already feeling the effects of it. Where I live, in the north of North America, we have vitamin D deficiency really bad, most people. And this can really feed into, you know, not just seasonal affective disorder, but things akin to it, right? When we don't have the proper nutrients and vitamins and, you know, sunlight and fresh air and all these things, it takes a toll. Okay, so make sure that you're being mindful of those. If you take supplements or vitamins or use a light box or, you know, whatever it is, whatever you actually just going outside where you can, even though I know it's getting colder, spend some time outside. Make sure you're checking for ticks. Ugh, they're everywhere here. So be careful about that. Now, let's look at this. I just want to look at this one last, and it looks like a J and an O. Almost like we have Joe. J-O. So for a name, that's coming up, emotional zone. Okay, and we don't really, we don't have a lot here. We have a little heart. It's a little tiny heart here. And it's hard to see it from the way, oops, I just spelled it. It's hard to see it exactly how I am. Sometimes the perspective's different, but it looks like a tiny little heart. And I feel like, you know, this is just it feels like a weird time. Okay, it's almost kind of like we're going to decide if we're going to let ourselves get into this funk, or are we going to get it together and, you know, find something that's going to make us a little bit happier. This time of year, I love the fall. I love the autumn. I know it's spring and it's getting hot in the southern hemisphere. Shout out to you all. But up here, it's, you know, the leaves are starting to deteriorate a bit. they're either really crunchy and full of bugs, or they're wet and soggy, and I'm having to like rake them out of the gutter and stuff so it doesn't get clogged. And you know, it's just it's beautiful. The colors are beautiful. I love the weather. I feel like I can breathe again. But there's just that sneaking little bit of, I could be sad if I wanted to. I could cry probably on command if I wanted to. I don't know what it is about this time of year, but it's just a little bit of like, it's a little quieter. Everything's a little bit slower. You know, it just, whatever that is, it's sneaking in. So we have to decide, be proactive to keep ourselves, you know, upright. All right, let's see. We have the Earthbound Oracle cards. I'm just going to stop where it feels right and see how this punctuates. Oh, we have Illuminate. Okay. I want to do another one. I've been doing like 3 on some of the readings. Ooh, Labor. Illuminate, Labor. Okay. And then we actually just had a baby in the family this weekend. I'm so excited. We got to go see the baby, and my daughter was in love. Okay, so we have Illuminate, Labor, and Luck. Okay. Well, you know, I just think that really this is all about, you know, doing that work, doing the hard work, the interior work, making sure that you are taking care of yourself, right? Self-care. And I think with, you know, the illuminating comes through, I think about this so often because I will go through my day doing all my stuff. You know, I do a lot of chores, a lot of stuff with my kid, running around, errands, you know, all the stuff that we do as parents. And then I usually take like 1 or 2 showers a day. And especially if I take a second shower at night, I'll get in there and it's really hot. And all of a sudden, my body I feel all of the stress in my body that I didn't even realize that was happening so much. I mean, I knew, you know, I feel tense. Oh, I'm a little achy. My hip hurts, you know, whatever. And then I get in there and it's like, like I literally have to exclaim, utter a loud sound, because it's like my body is just all of a sudden like, oh, thank God, you know, this hot water is releasing some of this tension in my body. And so I think that and this is what I think about self-work. So often we just suck it up. I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm just going to get through it. We're just going to keep pushing through. We're going to do the thing. And then as you start going slower and focusing on the self-care, there's this illumination of where things really hurt, you know, where you have been missing the care that you need, the self-love. You know, and as we release some of these blockages, we get these energies moving, the stagnant stuff. That's when we can receive the luck of the universe. Really, the blessings start coming. We start having the eyes to perceive them as blessings, a lot more gratitude, the ability to enjoy things more deeply. And so on. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say thank you so much for spending this time with me, Virgo. It is always such an honor. You know, if you would be so kind as to like the video, it helps us get into the algorithm. And as you know, the algorithm kind of decides everything about everything. And so we like to make it happy with the engagement that it wants. And these are things like liking the video, sharing the readings on other social media websites, watching the readings from the beginning to the end. If you have not subscribed yet, please think about doing so. You can hit the little bell. It'll let you know when the next videos are coming out. And if you want to leave a comment, please do. I read all of them. They all mean so much to me. And you know, I appreciate all of you. I really do. Thank you for the prayers for our family. You know, if you saw this, you know, we're going through it collectively here as a family and really trying to support our family member. And, you know, so, yes, the prayers are needed and we are very thankful for them. Other than that, yeah. I already did that part. So, yes, I love you. Thank you for spending this time with me. Virgo, you know you are my people. And we'll talk in just a few days.